Hello and welcome back to the show. So it's time for Mousesports to try and regain some dignity here on Dust 2. Dust 2 is a map where some people say, oh, you know, everyone has played Dust 2 and it's simple and so on, blah, blah, blah. Is that something you agree with?
Yeah, to a certain extent. I definitely think there's, obviously, the more you delve into it, the better you're going to be at it, but it doesn't require the same, I guess, technical skill in terms of strategies as many other maps would, or not to the same extent, at least.
So would you say this should be easier for Mousesports who have just deported their in-game leader?
I definitely think it's going to give them a better shot. It's also a map that allows for people with exceptional individual skill to flourish. So you have already the 3 stars mentioned on Mousesports side, and NiKo next and chrisJ to really have an opportunity to just go absolutely crazy and basically win the game on their own.
Janko, where does your opinion lie?
I feel that that's true, but if they play the same style they played on Mirage, they're going to get crushed all over again. If they play the slow, default, spread around the map style, I don't think they're going to win. But if they actually play the spawns, maybe if they get a long spawn, just rush out long. If they play towards their players' strengths, if they play a fast-paced style, I feel that then Dust 2 is probably the best map they could get to come back into this match, you know, for their players, the core of their team to have some good individual performances. Then they have something to look forward to coming into a possible third map.
Dan, in 10 seconds, what do you think?
This is the one map where they can just let loose and be puggy, basically. So it's the best shot that Mousesports have. If, you know, the past map's going to look like that, Dust 2 should be the salvation, but I don't know how it's going to look in the third map if they get there. But we are going to be live into the pistol, so let's have a look and see how it will start off.
Oh, we don't need a diffuse kit, boys. Just buy 5 Cavaliers.
Yeah, we'll see if that pays off for them. Lounge Gaming going to be heading towards long, it seems. We'll have to see if they choose to go back and take short for the split. We do have chrisJ very deep onto short. He's basically in mid. Could go for a flank here. Innocent's moving back to T-spawn though, as Lounge move very fast over towards the A site.
Yep, they are straight away in there. So they're looking at a pretty good take here, but again, on these pistol rounds, it really comes down to hitting the shots, and we're seeing that happening. And going the way of Mousesports in this instance, chrisJ next, all coming into play now, as there's only 2 left for Mousesports, for Lounge, as they try to get the bomb planted. That will happen. A quick frag there, so that's going to be nice. A bit of a... What on earth is happening right now? We're getting kills all over the place. Before I can finish my sentence, Oskar now against 2. He can make this happen potentially, but it will be won by Mousesports, and the bomb will be down. So extra $800 for all the players of Lounge, but better economy for Mousesports to kick things off with.
I think you were spot on then, especially on a map like Dust 2. In a pistol round, it mostly comes down to hitting your shots. But it certainly didn't help the Lounge team that they missed that smoke for CT, which there was a gap there. I think Next got a kill through that gap, so imagine if they had one extra guy towards the end of the round. But what can you do? They decided to go on an eco for this round, so they'll buy the next.
I kind of like this as well, you know, getting the AKs in play straight away, which is what Lounge are doing in the next round. And this one is just going to be, well, a massacre. Complete bloodbath, straight to the abattoir, lined up all of the corpses there, right at the opening steps of the bomb site, and Lounge get to play the AKs more or less immediately.
Indeed they will. So they will have the superior weaponry over the Mousesports side for this round. We'll see if they can do anything with it. Lounge Gaming, who are looking very dangerous in the previous map. Will it continue here? Got 3 heading towards the B halls area, going to take lower as they start to emerge in the upper position. They can opt to throw a smoke onto the Xbox, but first they have to deal with a player who is on short. That's chrisJ. Running away before the nade comes in. He will have next to no damage done so far.
Yeah, it's you always have to be worried about chrisJ when he's with a scout. You know he's going to be finding spots like that, but as we can see right now towards the B area, we have a push in upper dark from Mousesports. So they're getting a lot of information by doing so. And NiKo is thinking about going for a quick little push there, but he's going to get himself shot down by Oskar. Not a good start here, and Oskar also denying Denis. They might be expecting potentially Next, but no. Next is going to be unknown until he kills SZPERO. But 4 versus 3 is a great situation for Lounge. They can definitely close onto the A-bomb site and really make life difficult here, unless chrisJ can get something with this scout.
Oh, he needs a lot, and he's not going to find anything. Spiidi is alone now with an MP7 up close versus 4 AKs. Wonders what fancy his chances. That's a good start though, getting the frag onto MICHU, but that's going to be the end of that. So Mousesports will have a look at the money going forward. They're going to have the buy going to go for the big M4, so they may not be too concerned at the loss of that round considering the weaponry they went in with.
I don't really know why NiKo peeked mid when two of his teammates were pushing down upper B. Like, he could have just went back to A and let them get more info for his team. I don't know if it's if the communication is off or what's going on, but that was a really sketchy play.
And we will see now Mousesports showing up the defense towards the B bomb site, and it is actually looking like Lounge have a lot of players towards Upper Dark at this point in time, but they may just be there to try to capitalize on the early aggressions from the CT side, as we can see them starting to spread out towards Catwalk. But the bomb is still there towards B at the moment, as Mousesports try to work out what is going on, but they don't want to get too aggressive here. They can't afford to lose this round.
The Lounge still have control of the short area with SZPERO lurking, but it seems they're going to want to walk into B with that crossfire that you can commonly see. Not working out though. Denis and Next coming in for 3 fracks. chrisJ picking up the 4th, and it was almost going to be a clean run there for Lounge. Mech standing in the fire again, just trying to shoulder peek in anticipation of Innocent's push. 2-man face, and Mousesports will hold with 4 surviving.
Not really sure why did Lounge make this call to go basically dry towards the B bomb site with 4 players and 1 player on Cat lurking. You could at least try to send that guy from Cat or maybe one of the guys from B towards mid to fake the B split to get some attention off the guys on B, because both of them were just staring at those tunnels and cleaned up all of the Lounge team, and they're now on an eco.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty tough for them to get damage here at the ranges that they might be forced to play with. They're going to go up short. This, I mean, it's pretty much the classic. It's one of the easiest ways to get a lot of players onto a bomb site at once. It'd be nice if they had like a single smoke or a flashbang or something to support this, but it's going to have to be done with the PT-50s, the raw firepower or lack of. And there's chrisJ with that. Oh my goodness, he misses the first shot, gets tagged as well, down to 13. And NiKo's there lurking below. And he's going to be headhunting for days with that AK-47. Spraying away though, he's actually going to go down, so only 1 frag there made by him. And the bomb actually is planted. This is a big result for Lounge.
It is indeed. There are many players for the CTs coming in from long. 1 player jumped down for the Ts, but the CTs will take it with 2 players surviving. So quite significant damage, I'd say, considering the investment from Lounge done in that round. But the winning ways will continue here for Mousesports, moving towards 4. But Lounge will relish that bonus money.
So it's going to be tough here for Lounge to get back in this. They did look quite good off of that initial AK buy, so we'll have to see what happens when SZPERO is on the AWP. But double ops will be in play for Mousesports now, chrisJ and Denis. See if SZPERO can get anything off of the initial jump across the middle doors. Only 1 player going across actually, but that's not to be known by Lounge as the smoke was down. Next is going aggressive here, the boost on top of him. That AWP, and there it is, chrisJ makes the shot. And early advantage is Mousesports.
Innocent moving through the doors now. Let's see how the CTs react to this. chrisJ just going to force his way through this. Might get a sweeping shot onto Innocent. Next takes down Oskar as well. So this push has been squashed by Lounge. The bomb finds itself alone towards B halls, and now it's a risk for us to try and push. 2 versus 5. What has happened here for Lounge?
Well, it's not really going to plan, is it? They've got to try to do something, some damage at the very least with these 2 players. We have already the bomb on MICHU moving out middle by himself. He doesn't have any cover actually. Interestingly though, he's got a free angle. He doesn't know it. He's going to creep up. Nice insta snap there onto Next. And that's going to be a 2 versus 3 now. Can SZPERO make it happen? No, that could have been the difference. A 2 versus 2 would be very doable, but now MICHU on 4 HP. You don't like his chances. So this round has been a bit of a disaster for Lounge overall. chrisJ with that AWP, defending middle very well.
I wonder what the play is from MICHU here. If he doesn't see any engagement on a car, he's got to anticipate somebody being in the position chrisJ is essentially in. He's just looking to see how deep he has to peek. Very deep indeed. So there will be no AWP saved on this occasion, and Lounge will be on the eco.
That's more like it for Mouse, boosting 2 people up Cat, getting chrisJ in a good position to get that initial pick. I also like the reaction from Lounge that they immediately pushed mid, knowing that there's a small percentage of chance that they're gonna have a player towards CT spawn, but they were caught off guard by chrisJ's aggression in the end, and 4 kills by chrisJ, great round for him, forced Lounge to another eco round.
Well, Lounge moving for another attempt at a short play. And chrisJ's going to be in, sorry, NiKo's going to be in position actually. chrisJ's gone down and Innocent's picked up the AWP. So, it has been thrown to SZPERO and MICHU is repositioning for an A split it seems. Quite curious as to how this can go now.
There it is though, NiKo with the AK in place. He's got a very strong position and he's only showing his head with that AK, so yeah, very, very damaging indeed. But somehow CSGL Lineup are making their way forwards, getting some frags in here. But NiKo under a lot of pressure, 14 HP. Wow, just spinning around and nailing MICHU at distance with the USP. Wow.
Yeah, I think the flank needed some more bravery there, as there were, what, 2 people alive by the time he was in a position to do something, and did get denied though. Completely denied. That was a great snap. So now Mousesports continuing on their merry way. 6 rounds to the 1 of Lounge, who are back on the bye. No one shot through the doors on this occasion for either side. And long has been lost for Mousesports very early on, and chrisJ is responding to that by getting the frag on the short. Can he hold it down? He can. 2 frags for him.
And that's what you need from chrisJ. Going for the plays on short can be quite risky, but when you've got the skill of chrisJ at play, you need to make those ones happen for your team, and that's what's going to be going on for Mousesports. They have the man advantage because of it, but the bomb still manages to find its way down because of the presence on the CTs on catwalk. They gave up the presence on long, and Lounge have capitalized in the bomb plant. And Mel's making that frag now makes things a little bit awkward here for Mousesports on the retake, but they have got themselves some positioning here.
The last map, should it go all the way, will be Cash. Seems that I don't know if there's much time for the CTs to do this actually, but they've only got Mouse left, but still they've cleared everybody out. Is there time for them to defuse the bomb? I think it's going to be a close one.
And he's fine. He's got this.
Wow, I thought they were done for there, but there I am.
Another gun round, another 4K for chrisJ. But on the other hand, SZPERO, who had an amazing game on Mirage, only has 1 kill in 9 rounds. So. I mean, you can see that chrisJ is doing the same thing all over again, and maybe someone would ask, well, why is Lounge having problems dealing with that? Well, it can also be a level of mind games. They saw him did it 1 round, they don't expect him to do the same thing next round, but, you know, he did it and got another 4 kills.
Mousesports with 2 players deep towards a long on this occasion. They did lose long very fast indeed in the previous rounds. Maybe this is a reaction, but this time Lounge is charging through mid.
Mousesports rising to the occasion though, meeting them with lethal force. And so far it's not ending up super well for Lounge. They haven't gained a bomb site, but actually that said, the short player has actually split off and he's actually cleared a path now. So SZPERO sitting up on top of the site, it's going to allow the plant, but 2 versus 3 again. Unfavorable on the numbers, but SZPERO is going to try to make himself some forward positioning there towards short, which the bomb is now planted for, but in come the CTs.
Spiidi went for a massive flank there through long, took down the lurker towards short, which has to make Lounge weary of the split, but Spiidi's gone all the way back to long, so it's a long on a slope push here for the CTs, which is going to leave Lounge confused. They're both on the short area, just down to SZPERO now. He's got 1 kill, needs to find 2 more. Going for the peek on top of the bricks there. He's only got 8 HP, the smoke's coming in. Through the smoke, he'll take down Spiidi, but Denis, has he got enough time? I don't think he has this time.
There we go. I'm actually surprised SZPERO survived. He's re-peeking for days there. Like unrelenting re-peeks. How did he not die there?
That made all the difference. I don't know either. And those re-peeks were initially unnecessary because I don't know if you realized that smoke wasn't optimal. That Mousesports threw. There was a gap. He could peek and see the diffuser. But yeah, he didn't get punished for it. In the end, managed to get that crucial kill. Then Denis didn't have enough time to defuse the bomb. So second round to Lounge.
We see a struggle on both sides here in terms of economy. Both teams have 1 player on a pistol. 3-man push from Lounge. They'll avoid the flashbangs, but the spray will come in regardless. And now chrisJ coming in from the back. No idea how he got there, but the round's been shut out already. chrisJ spinning around to finish off Innocent as well. 3 people in the B hall. It was really basic flash from the CT behind the red box, but they still managed to completely crush the round.
Yeah, and this is what we're talking about as well. Just having a performance out of the Mousesports players where it really counts, and of course Denis there as well. You know, that's what we really need to see, and it's making all the difference. And this is chrisJ's map, I feel like. And I feel this has got to be like far and away his best map.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe alongside Cash. I also think this is his personally favorite map to play on, and we can see that he's really delivering for his team.
Well, this time he's going to have to make a quick exit into CT spawn, so he will be rendered useless for a while. NiKo's going to be in an important position. chrisJ is actually being hunted in CT spawn as well. There was a drop down there, but no engagement just yet. T's charging onto the site there. You can see that battle continuing in T spawn. chrisJ having 2 men come in for support now. Bomb's gone down for Lounge, and they are on the force buy with pistols and armor here. Now it's a 5 versus 2, but look at the damage that Mousesports have taken.
Wow, it's actually pretty huge indeed. Everybody's red at this point. Oh my god. Frags going all over the place here for Lounge. And now it's just one-man Denis. And how on earth is he going to get the kill and then get to the bomb? At this point, it looks almost impossible as he goes for the frag and he finds it, but there's just not time to get to that bomb. What a ridiculous round. I thought that Mousesports made quite decent plays initially when the T's showed themselves up short and NiKo backed away. Okay, we can retake this as a team. We can let them plant. I think that's a good play, but I have no idea.
Yeah, but
how
again,
this happens.
we talked about players being over-aggressive at times. I think this was a good example of that. chrisJ, I'm sure Mousesports had to assume that Lounge is going to be on a NiKo after they reset their economy, and chrisJ was a bit more aggressive than the last time Lounge was on a NiKo. He had to fall back all the way down to CT spawn. He got dinged, NiKo got a kill, but he got dinged again, so then they were caught up in this weird position, and it was a great aim from Lounge.
Got a really fast push here through the B halls from the CTs. It's going to cost both people bodies, but next... Ooh, he's going to be saved there by chrisJ. We had Innocent coming up to the window, so the map control is just varying so quickly in these rounds. Now we find ourselves in a 3 versus 2 man advantage for the CTs, but where is the information? All the CTs are alone. We've got a 2-man peek coming in. Not going to be a 2-man spray down though. SZPERO alone versus 2. Moving up long, where he will have somebody waiting for him. That's going to be NiKo. Smokes off though, but he gets the shot just in time.
Yeah, so looks like Mousesports back to winning ways, and Lounge are having a really awful first half. I mean, if they were able to position themselves to get 5 or 6 rounds, that's okay, but it's looking like they're being thoroughly denied here. Push to an eco again, reset on the economy, and chrisJ has just been such a menace with that AWP of his. We get an aggressive forward smoke here. And you could potentially abuse, but it looks like it's been next to make the frag as they then back away. So Mousesports now in very defensive positions. They realize the eco, and they're going to play it properly.
Glocks and P250s. There is the flash onto MICHU, but I mean Glocks and P250s. We saw the power of the P250 at the end of one of the previous rounds where everybody was tagged, but it's unlikely to see such a situation on this occasion. So Lounge may be slaughtered soon. chrisJ is on the site on his own though, so the question is, could he be overwhelmed? We've still got a lurker in lower tunnel, which may be a bit of a gamble here, considering strength in numbers might be the order of the day here for Lounge.
Indeed, they are trying to just catch out something weird from Mousesports, but they're just playing it safe and passively. chrisJ sends a flash to the skies, and he himself now is going to be visiting the gods as he's been eliminated by MICHU, but that's going to be that. It's only 1 frag going the way of Lounge. Nothing else other than that to really speak of.
You see the difference in this anti-eco and the previous one, now that he's on slope, and the other time he was more aggressive. Granted, it was Lounge already lost a player, but maybe they wouldn't have lost the previous round if he played it like that.
So in the second last round, we're going to have Lounge with pistols and armor. chrisJ is now on the B-bomb site. Had a good start taking down SZPERO. We've got loads of counter flashes coming in from his teammates, which will allow him to continue to peek. And the CTs have come just in time, like Hasselhoff and Baywatch. They've come in for the save that.
And they have been saving themselves from quite a horrible result on the first map. Going into this one, they've got to be feeling a lot better after really being able to use their players properly as they're supposed to be used. chrisJ's afforded a lot of freedom, and again we've seen him on A, we've seen him on B, we saw him on middle, more or less doing whatever he wants, and now going for the A long peak, and that's really hard to play against. And very mobile AWPer.
That's the way you want to play it on your city side. You want to keep the opponent guessing all the time. You want to make them waste a lot of resources getting map control because they can't for sure know where you will be, and if you can hit your shots by doing it, of course it's even better for your team.
Lounge moving towards the short area. We can see Innocent waiting for the split just with a passive position towards long, but will he push in timely fashion? There is no challenge for Lounge just yet, but they know that there's a fair chance a chrisJ is lurking somewhere. chrisJ last spotted over towards the B site in the previous round, but of course we know where his mainstay is, and he's standing right there at the moment. So as this push comes in, watch the Innocent in on your minimap, who's actually looking for the short rotation as Mousesports are moving back towards long. What a spray down there to take down NiKo.
Yeah, it's looking like Lounge are starting to spring forwards, rising to the occasion now on the A bomb site as got a very toasty next, and finally he'll be finished off as Mouse will die suiciding, and that's going to be 11-4. So Lounge at least give themselves an extra round, but 4 rounds is definitely not going to give you any comfort. All the pressure is on winning the pistol. We'll have to see if they've got some strategies lined up to do so, but they're on the CT side, so they've got to play reactively.
So we've got Lounge picking up the defuse kits. 3 Kevlars. Oskar and Innocent will also be the nade men, with Mousesports gone for the 4 Kevlars, and Spiidi with a double flash and smoke. So we've got a very fast push up short from 2 of these CTs, and ooh, they're going for a bit of a Sunday stroll down.
Yeah, this short aggression can be huge, and a lot of teams do expect it these days, but hey, MICHU's going to hit the shot. There's the immediate trade. MICHU wants to recommit because of that, and he's going to do a good job actually making the frag. The chaos has begun. The anarchy is rife in the middle area now, as it looks like Mousesports want to get themselves through middle. But CSGO Lounge, they've got more players, and it's just trades upon trades, but who is going to actually claim the round?
Down to a 2 versus 2. What do you do in this situation with a minute on the clock for both teams? Obviously the teams are going to play together, but Lounge are split at the moment, 1 per site, and Innocent will have to be wary of long as well as short. Mouse mid as well as the B halls. We can see both the T's going towards long, which may give those extra seconds away, but it's going to be a long rotation as Mouse has gone all the way into deep B. So this is going to be a very hard rotation for him, and we will see the bomb go down.
Yeah, that was a really exposed in the open position there from Innocent, and I can see it did not pay off in the end. Good approach from Mousesports. Mouse looking for the clutch though, just needs 2 shots. He's just spamming away there, trying to catch the headshot on one of the 2 players here. So, oh, NiKo on the side gets popped like a grape, and now Mouse is going to have to push forwards now so he can finish off the next player. He's just got these head angles to deal with, the pixel shots. Can he find it? He's running out of bullets. He's going to have to go for the reload, and he gets the shot, but there's no time.
I've got a kit.
Oh, can he actually make this?
Absolutely.
Looks like he's got it. Wow. What a save from Mouse, and to win the round and Lounge, that puts them back in this match.
Again, we see a 2v1 that Mouse was supposed to win, that they had a great position to win it, but a lack of communication or whatnot made them lose it. Like this time it was NiKo on Mirage, it was chrisJ who picked without no reason. Yeah, it was a great headshot from Mouse. It was both times it was Mouse who won the round for Lounge, but yeah, it gives they give away the pistol round and make it more difficult for Mouse.
Yeah, they had a crossfire on long, but gave them the 1v1 from on the slope area, and that's why you play to your strengths. So now Mousesports find themselves getting shot one by one. Ooh, they picked up the P90 though. Always good for a bit of fun.
A P90. Got a peek in there, but it's gone. It's on the floor. And Innocent is just mowing him down. Doing the chores. And it's going to be Lounge with the round win. Only losing a single player, which is a good result, absolutely, in every sense for them.
This is still dangerous for Mouse, seeing how their Mirage T side went. I mean, they need to get around early here, otherwise if they let the Lounge to gain some momentum, we can have a real close game on our hands.
And SZPERO's on the AWP, he was an absolute beast on the first map with that thing. Now can he get something else done? Looking for the shot. See, he's going to spot just a pixel perhaps. And there's the shot. He won't get it though, and it's getting quite late into the round, so he's going to back away, aware that a lot of the Ts can be quite close to his position now, doesn't want to get bum rushed, so he's going to go to a more passive position. And we have the more standard 2-3 setup, as you can see on the map. SZPERO repositioning, not to car, but actually to the bomb site itself on A. We're missing close to the double doors there on long, so Mousesports trying to find an opening, just a bit of a foray through middle, but they're going to get denied. NiKo goes down looking for an entry, and now the Mousesports have to try again.
Bomb moving through mid doors. Could be a B split on our hands here, as there is a lurker in the tunnel. 2 players on B starting to flash out now, start trying to fight for their territory. Mouse will need to be wary of Lounge coming in from A as well. There is a player in CT spawn, but which way will these frags go? Lots of flashes coming into the B bomb site. Speidi's going to get taken down next, soon to follow. chrisJ's alone now versus 4 players, and he is not in the site where the bomb is, so he's got a lot to do and not much chance of doing it. 14 HP, facing a double peek from the CTs, down he will go.
Yeah, so I like the methodical approach there from Lounge early in the round. Give SZPERO a little bit of space. They know that there's no AWP on Mousesports, so he can go for the mid peak, then falls back, and they just let Mousesports almost make mistakes.
What did they say in the pre-game then? What do I don't want to see from Mousesports is that slow default style of play. You see it's not paying off for them. Even now, they went for a B split eventually, but again their coordination was lacking. They didn't, their timing to pinch the side, to pinch the players inside the side was off, and it's another round for Lounge.
That said, we do get a quick frag from NiKo onto SZPERO, so the AWP is out of the picture for now. But these players don't have Kevlar, and so dealing with the rifles is probably going to be much more painful. The mobility and the aim punch, once the bullet is connected to a Kevlar-less torso, is quite a pain to deal with.
Pain in the torso.
Pain, very, very, very painful in the torso. Here we go, they're going to challenge it into the short area. Where's the hard, James? Don't look at me like that.
That's a chunky nade being thrown into the short area. Still a Molotov and Oskarish to cause yet more aggression. But look, there's a 2-man push here from Long. Innocent holding an angle. He's going to get dinked immediately. He's got enough health though to fight chrisJ here. Can he get the pick though? MICHU has savaged 3 people in a row. All headshots here for the last 4 players.
Yeah, another clean anti-eco for Lounge, and you look at their economy as well, they'll have enough money to buy 2, maybe 3 rounds in a row, while Mousesports is pretty low on cash. They need to get some rounds.
3-round lead for Mousesports. How long will it continue? Can they extend their lead once more as Lounge continues to close the gap? Lounge with 2 players in the B sites at the moment. Nobody looking up short. Janko, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking they're going into a slow default again, and I don't think it's gonna turn out well for Mouse. Last time I said it that they won a round, but they need some performance. They need some entry kills here from chrisJ or from NiKo, desperately.
Well, they're going for the long take now, and it's going to be Innocent against 4 players. The smoke, it was just re-smoked, so they want to go for it. They have to go straight through, and there is some shots from Innocent. So what is he going to do here? Is he going to stay close, or is he going to back away? He knows this player's near, and they're going to go through the smoke with those flashes. Innocent with the first frag, but where is the second player for the trade? They are way too split up, these Mousesports players. They can't capitalize, and Innocent's in a great position. He's handling this. He's managing the traffic of these terrorist players very well, but finally he'll be eliminated, but not before. SZPERO is up on the site with that AWP, and he can smoke off the angle a little bit and buy time for his teammates to reposition, but chrisJ in with the shot.
Yeah, it's a bit tricky for Lounge here because MICHU was the man to flash for A site, to flash for Long. He did get the flash in, but there were no more kills, and he got taken down, leaving his player in isolation. Now there's a man disadvantage here for Lounge. You're going to have to gamble through the smoke. Mouse going to go for the push. The flash has worked out, but he's been taken down from Long. Oskarish soon to follow, and Mouse get back to winning ways.
Yeah, a bit sloppy individually from Lounge after they, as you pointed out, again, when Mouse went for that long take, the second player that was supposed to trade with Innocent, he was way back. He wasn't even close. The timing was so off, but maybe a bit over aggressive from Lounge players. SZPERO with not aware that chrisJ had an angle advantage on him, and gives the first round in the second half for Mouse.
And this could end up working out for Lounge, though. You know, having lost a round, they got a strong buy here. They can reset Mousesports by winning this one. That's going to allow them to close the gap significantly. But first of all, it's going to be the B entry here from chrisJ, trying to get his Carrigan on, it would seem. He's going to miss the shot, actually, so he will spread up to the window, and the presence, the pressure onto that B bomb side is very much felt here from Mousesports. But Lounge are able to deal with this. They're able to handle this push quite well so far. Denis does get the kill back onto Oskarish, but still Mouse in position, can't quite capitalize onto next. Down to 7 HP though is next, but it's a 3-on-3 with the bomb now in a position where it could very well be planted, but there is MICHU already in a position to just enter the bomb site.
Yeah, and Innocent needs to make his way in. I'm not sure what Innocent's up to actually. He's in T-spawn at the moment, but he doesn't seem to be pushing the site. Do they... Yeah, he's rotating, but it might pay off for him actually, because Spiidi is in lower tunnel, although he could be taken by surprise. We'll have to see. It seems the CTs want to push together at the same time. Spiidi going for the pre-fire there, not going to work out though. Innocent taking him down. Next only has 7 HP. Denis needs to do a lot of work here. Next has been spotted, but Denis is going to get the frag. 2 versus 2 now. Innocent coming in for the flag, but MICHU will finish off the last 2 players. Lounge will bring things back to a 3-round deficit.
Yeah, these rounds are getting really messy. I mean, chrisJ, after missing that initial shot when he pushed out mid, he just decided to, okay, I'm going mid all the way, entry fragging with the op, running towards B. Mouse manages to get control of B site, and when Lounge was in a 3v2, you could tell that they were waiting for Innocent to push upper B, but you had SZPERO with an aggressive pick. I mean, and he just died there. It could have that could have given the round away for Mouse, but MICHU with 2 great kills from the window clutches it for Lounge and forces Mousesports on a kind of a NiKo or a quasi.
Must have a lot of nades here, so they must have an idea in mind, which looks like it might start with Long. They have been smokes off. That nade is going to do considerable damage. Everyone's alive though. Innocent going to be in the pit. SZPERO holding the angle for now. Innocent coming out as well. More flashbangs coming in all over the place. And Lounge are fighting this. MICHU with another trio of frags. He is racking up the kills, especially on these anti-ecos.
Yeah, now we've got the situation where Mousesports want to buy, but they did invest, as you mentioned, like a lot in grenades in the previous rounds. So they can't really get the proper utility or even an AWP out. So they're actually going to do the same sort of buy again. Slightly less nades, but this, and also a different approach to the round as well. As we're going to see them move towards B at the moment. The upper dark area is...
Okay, so why did they buy those couple of nades and pistols in the last round if they don't want to go for a full buy here? Now they go for a quasi here. If they lose it, and they probably will, I mean, they just gave away an extra round where they could have full bought. Instead, they semi-bought in 2 rounds in a row.
Yeah, they could have pressured the economy, maybe actually won the round. And now we're going to see what they can get done with this as they move forwards. MICHU's there to respond. He only gets 1 though, as he was playing more or less alone in that position, but there's still 2 on the B bomb site, so this should be able to be a good defense for Lounge, and so far it is. Just Denis who is able to pick up the frag onto Oskarish. Mouse very low, actually finished off, so Mouse have actually made a round of this, so Lounge are in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, Mousesports have Kevlar as well. SZPERO gets a very fast frag, leaving Denis alone now. Do they know his position? He's got a split coming his way. He can get himself a 1 versus 1 if he moves quickly. He sees Innocent. Innocent's teammates coming in, but Innocent will get the frag for his team. An expensive round for Lounge, but now Mousesports only have a 1-round advantage. MICHU's playing behind the box in CT spawn at the beginning of a few rounds here. I'm wondering why they don't just boost him up there instead, so if the smoke goes down he can at least look over it. He doesn't have a silence M4, but you can see him pushing through the smoke on that occasion, only getting 1 frag.
I think they need him initially on A to maybe throw a smoke or a molotov towards Long to secure that long control for Lounge. But yeah, probably later on in the round, especially if they expect a B split. I think they actually did it now, yeah. They boosted him this round. Exactly. So we'll see how it pans out.
Alright, so nice reactive play there by Lounge. But what will Mousesports do?
Yeah, I think Mousesports have felt a lot of strength, that's for sure, put towards Long. So the mid take, or at least the mid entries, are always quite attractive. You can get them fairly cheaply, not too many nades required. But Mousesports haven't had a good time with that either, so looking for the short option potentially, just at least to get a player dug in there. I mean, this is the default round essentially, minus the fact that they haven't actually put any entries in towards middle, looking in towards CT spawn. That's the only thing they're really missing in this kind of default construction. But they're moving the bomb towards B dark now, and looks like they want to get the split going with a bit of distraction with the AWP there on short.
Well, No one in mid for the time being, as Lounge are expecting an A. At Mousesports, will they be victorious here? Mouse in a position where Oskar could potentially run distraction for him. So many CTs far away. How many can he get? He doesn't really have the bullets with this gun to go for the spray. Repositioning now, and Oskar has to do a lot of work here. Only getting one frag. Mouse coming in for a second one, down to the USP, and he's dancing with chrisJ. Can he get the final frag? chrisJ down to 1 HP. Next coming in to hold down the flank. The rotation, excuse me. MICHU going down. He spots the player in T spawn, but now it's chrisJ with 1 HP versus 2.
Well, he's got the AWP. It is chrisJ after all, but he's on his last point of health here. Let's see if Lounge can make this happen. As chrisJ looks for the shot, he gets a tag there, giving up his position as well towards the plateau. So they more or less know where he is. They don't have any HEs. He gets the shot onto SZPERO. A bit of a tag there onto Innocent. Can Innocent make it happen? Just one bullet, anything there. And indeed, his last life fiber will be severed. Very dramatically so by Innocent, but it was a good attempt by chrisJ. But however, we cannot forget right now that Lounge are doing this right now.
Yeah, I mean, the strat from Mousesports worked initially. The cat control they managed to get forced MICHU off that boost, and they had 3 players on A, so the rotation towards B was slow, but great individual play from Mouse and Oskar on B to get the 3 kills, and the remaining 2 players were low for Mouse.
Mouse have the buy, but we can see chrisJ's on the scout. We've seen the highlight reels, but it's not a highlight reel now, this is real life. See how they can work this control of long. They've got 4 players in there. We'll see if they opt to put the sniper in the pit or what exactly they'll do. chrisJ going above the pit with the scout actually, trying to get some more bangs there, but good luck with that one. So in the meantime, Mousesports have, I believe, Denis by double doors, but there's no push from Mousesports just yet. Indeed, SZPERO will get tagged by a very sneaky chrisJ, but they're going to need more than that to win this round.
Yeah, you can see that Lounge are definitely on high alert towards long, but Mousesports leaving 2 players. They're actually going to go back towards short, and next gets the opener onto Innocent and onto SZPERO. You want to say at this point that the round should surely be over, but that said, the bomb is actually down in middle now, so very important push coming in from Lounge, but it's Oskar against 2, tapping away with that M4, not working out for him so far, as we do have chrisJ and Denis recovering the bomb now and able to quite easily take it to the A bomb site, which is what they're going to do. But Oskar can still pull this one off. I mean, he's got a lot of options here, and the time is against the T's. They really need to just get onto the plant right now.
So they've split, but Oskar's jumping should surely give the game away. That nade came in far too early because the bomb's just crossing long now, and he's going to reposition over towards short, which is where the bomb's being planted for. So that's a nice read in that regard, although short's going to get smoked off, and really see the player playing in time. Denis almost gets taken down, but Denis and chrisJ survive. Mousesports winning around just about when they need it, taking the lead once again, but can they hold on to it?
And the money sucks for Lounge. So it's starting to get quite problematic. They've been taking pretty heavy hits in the last few rounds. You can see multiple bomb plants, the diffusers coming in for the victories of Lounge, but this is it. This is a really highly important, a very impactful round to the result of this match, and the first shot with the AWP will be whiffed by chrisJ. What else can he find with that to open things up for his team? Not really any grenades here for Lounge. They are pretty much run out at this point.
We'll see if that causes them to get a bit more aggressive. For now, they're looking reasonably static. Again, MICHU is going to be in CT spawn behind his beloved box. Long being held by one person. chrisJ, I don't know how he just did that, but he did. We've got a bit of a rotation from the B bomb site, but it's slowing down now. That might make the A hold a bit more difficult for the Lounge side. chrisJ coming in for the very brazen peek, but SZPERO just ready and waiting, getting himself a free frag as Chris didn't have the correct angle there.
That 4v4 is going to be pretty good for Mouse, actually, going for the B split now. It's very dangerous, but it's all about how many kills Mouse can get from this position. There's one. He gets a second on the spray, and he pulls out the USP. Now he's just going to go for the delay, let his teammates do the rest, and Mouse has done a massive job there. He was the absolute key for Lounge to win this round, and they have. And now Mousesports are in a lot of trouble.
That was an insane spray from Mouse, but I don't understand what chrisJ was doing after he got the initial pick. They were in a 5v4, and he goes all by himself Well, he probably didn't expect SZPERO to have an op, but still, why don't you just play the numbers, decide as a unit what do you want to do, where do you want to go, and use that numbers advantage to get control of a site and get a favorable afterplay situation. As you already pointed out, Lounge didn't have many nades, so they would probably have a lot of issues retaking a site.
Okay, so on this occasion, Lounge is going to have 2 players over towards long. That keeps changing. Sometimes Mousesports take quite solid control of it. This time Mousesports have the numbers heading towards short, and they don't seem to be stopping. They are on the eco round here. MICHU starting things off. That's going to cause a rotation, but Innocent still going to hold down long. And there goes Denis. MICHU lost on the site, but we've got SZPERO in position with the AWP, taking down Chris, leaving Nex alone, trying to come back down short, but there's a player waiting for him. He's going to shoot him straight in the chest. And that's Mouse. Lounge finally take the lead.
It's been a long time coming, hasn't it? It feels as though what was meant to be is finally happening. Mousesports really struggling, as Janko pointed out, on these T sides, and they've won 2 rounds.
I mean, chrisJ has 30 kills, and they're still having issues like winning a map. I think. Okay, we have a big push from Innocent.
Wow, they've got a 2-man push here, but what can Mousesports do? They've got 3 guys behind them. RDTT don't look the right way. This could be ending up very expensive for them. They're going to be unable to push through double doors because of that smoke. So they pushed up mid, they took control, but the 3-man fast push from Mousesports means that it's advantage Mousesports now. Although they have to be paranoid about what's going on at top mid, slowly trying to clear it with a player going through suicide, etc. They've got over a minute to do so as well. Ooh, SZPERO, he sees and he finds. chrisJ goes down, 3 versus 3.
Yeah, this is really interesting. I like how Mousesports slowed it down after the initial chaos, just to see if there would be an additional mistake made by Lounge, let's say, to then punish, but it did not happen, and NiKo's going to get himself just barely across Mouse's view, almost showing only a single pixel. And I believe Lounge are aware what's happening, but the man to stop it is SZPERO. He gets this kill onto NiKo. It should be easy days, and that's it. The bomb is lost, and the other 2 Ts are by long pushing up right now, but there's only 30 seconds. In comes mouz. SZPERO's there on the side as well, but all that's required is going to be mouz. 15-13, Lounge, 1 away now from closing this series out 2-0 and eliminating Mousesports.
I mean, that initial push from Lounge was so cool, but if you're already committing to pushing mid, why don't have an extra guy there to watch lower for you? That almost cost them the round in the end, but SZPERO recovered pretty well with those op kills in the end, and as you said, match point for Lounge.
SZPERO is on point here, and that point's going to hit chrisJ. chrisJ's gone, maybe permanently in this tournament, as it is a single elimination. If Mousesports lose this round, they are out, jettisoned into the sun.
And they've already lost chrisJ, as mentioned, so well, that's not a nice start, especially considering they don't have the best firepower. A Scout and a Tech 9 there as well. It's going to be hard to make or force an action, but I like that they're considering taking control of long. Could be a good start. It's going to be a bit risky, of course, but they've got to hit the shots here. There's no time to mess up. SZPERO just tossing in a bit of a flash there as we go to Innocent, looking to hold down long, and he's going to do it. 2 players down, just 2 left now for Mousesports, and it could all be over very, very soon here for this German side.
Bomb is stuck outside long. Innocent going for a fast peek, not going to win it. NiKo versus 2 now, less than 20 HP. He does have an AK though, just needs to find those heads, but all 3 players have the AK here, so we'll see whose advantage it lies in. Ultimately, MICHU holding the angle with the AWP as well, so NiKo definitely up against it. Flank coming in no less. 28 seconds for him to try and clutch this for his team. Gonna put a smoke down, although there's still a bit of an angle. Nice shoulder peek will allow him to get past should he choose to, but just standing still, he will be eliminated by his opponent, and there we go. A 0-2 for Mousesports there. Dust 2 showed more opportunity than the previous map, but they weren't able to take it over the line. Howell.
Story of 2 really poor T-halves in my eyes. Super sloppy play for when it comes to CSGO Lounge. Their T-side was really lacking just map control for the better part of the game. You could see chrisJ basically getting around to any spot on the map he wanted, uncontested. You had a couple of rounds where he even pushed aggressively through mid and got up into lower dark just to kind of follow the CSGO Lounge B rush in, which shouldn't be possible to happen, and that's after even you've seen X amount of people cross over on Mousesports side. Mousesports on their T side, I think it was kind of a similar story as to Mirage. It was a lot of the same things just being run over and over again. And eventually, I'm actually kind of happy with the fact that they figured out that the B split was actually working out pretty well for them on their eco rounds. Bit surprised as to why they would actually opt to go with the first buy run after 2 Tech 9 ecos that went to the B split. They actually opted to go with another B split, but they put 4 people up in upper tunnels instead of actually doing a proper split. So I guess questionable decision making, but at least they adapted somewhat as to how CSGO Lounge's defense was set up, because CSGO Lounge actually gave up mid a lot of the time when they were getting those split, or when they were getting split, and decided to just rely heavily on crossfires to hold them back. So yeah, in the end, I think CSGO Lounge are deserved victors for how they played. I think they just were the better team today.
So moving into tomorrow's semi-finals, CSGO Lounge are obviously heading forward. How do you fancy their chances?
Well, I mean, they played well individually. They had some. Their game plan was obviously much more solid than Mousesports one. But who are they going up against? Do we know?
I think we'll check the bracket in due course.
Yeah, it depends on their opponent. But if they're going against Vex, then they have a good chance. It's also a domestic matchup, and anything can happen. But I still favor both Dignitas and G2 on the EU side of the bracket, definitely.
Yeah, for me, it's going to be probably a lot about Dignitas actually moving forwards. As far as actually having the best chances, I think G2 look very shaky, generally speaking, and they're very. It's hard to bet on them. You can't really easily bet on them, especially now. The performance they went into the major with was mind-blowing, and I don't think anyone could ever have predicted that, and they all overperformed, and it's a bit of a crazy result. They have to find a long-term consistency. I don't think they're there yet, but Dignitas have showed me pretty much all the requisite parts to constructing a good team and consistency. So I'm feeling pretty good for Dignitas actually.
Well, we can see that Dignitas are going to be going up against G2 tomorrow, and then Vexed versus CSGO Lounge. Well, we're not sure the order, but those will be the matchups. So it will be a bit of a Polish derby on the right-hand side of the brackets. And then G2 versus Dignitas, AZ versus his old team. So lots of fun to be had in that regard. So that's going to bring our European matches to a close here. We will be back in approximately, let's see, 3.5 hours with the beginning, 2.5 hours with the beginning of the North American matches for today. We can have a quick look at the schedule and see what matches we have coming up. I know the first one has Liquid featuring Alu all the way from Finland, quite literally. For Liquid there, and he's going to be playing against Dogmen, which we'll have to find out about later. That is an amazing avatar, though.
Oh yeah,
an amazing name.
Yeah, and then we've got Conquest versus Complexity, so that's going to be a slugfest as well. We know, I know Jason Lake's been tweeting that he wants to build a team, or build the team around Rocker, so we'll have to see what is going on there. But we'll come back to that a bit later on. For now, we will head off and have a chat about the recent matches, and we will see you back here in a few hours for North America.